Hi everyone. So I am back talking about Faery Craft by Emily Carding, and I am working in chapter 2. This is the first episode for chapter 2, and at the end of the month I will do the second episode talking about my final thoughts and meditations and stuff. In this chapter, I've already read all the way through the whole chapter, and she has a lot going on with I guess it would be kind of a meditation, but it's like you're contemplating the elements. So you would go into an element and sit with it and spend time getting to know it and just considering where it came from, all of those kinds of things. For example, fire is one of the ones on the top of my head. She discusses how, primal fire is and how in, more primordial times, we didn't have fire. Fire came about later, so we used the sun as our warmth, as our heat, and as it would be technically our fire element. So she considers, sitting in the sun and contemplating fire that way, a way to connect to the element as well, which I found very interesting. So I haven't done all these contemplations yet. That's going to come at the end of this month. There's just so much in chapter 2 for exercises and contemplations to get through, and I have a difficult time with meditation, so it's taking me some time to get through them. But the fun part about this chapter is the Fairy Zodiac, which I was so excited to get to. I did not skip ahead. I knew that the Fairy Zodiac was in this book because of Azure Dragon Feather, who originally got me on this book, which I will link her in the description as soon as this video uploads. But she talked about the Fairy Zodiac in this book, which is what really, really got me interested in this book to begin with. So I just wanted to share with you guys my Zodiac, and it is based off the main Zodiac signs, all right? The difference is she has named them after, let's see. She says, dividing the 4 elements into 3 different qualities, we find ourselves with a direct elemental parallel to the Western zodiac system. So she's using the Western one. She assigned property, fairy beings, and myths to the 12 elemental divisions to give the fairy zodiac pretty much, okay? I'm Capricorn, so I will read Capricorn, not the other ones. If you want to know what yours is, you're going to have to get the book or find where she has posted these. I don't think she's posted them. I think you'd have to get the book in order to find out what yours is. My birthday is in January and falls as a Capricorn in the Western Zodiac. And I am, according to Miss Emily Carding, a primal earth zodiac sign. And I am Pan the Fawn. Well, at least that's my sign, right? And she talks about Pan and where Pan comes from, the mythology about Pan. And then she says, what, Pan zodiac people are like. The earthy nature of this sign makes it highly practical in nature. People of this sign like to see results and rewards for their endeavors and can be very driven by material reward. When they are focused on a task, they can be relentless if they can see the potential gain from it, but if not, they can become uninterested and disheartened. And there is more, but I'm not going to read all of it to you because that's not the way I do things. I just talk about it. But I think that does hit me on the head pretty well as a Capricorn in general. And then putting me in the Pan mythology. Pan is very hard-headed too. So I think that really goes well with my zodiac sign, and I was really excited about it. I'm probably going to put that in my fairy journal, and I might even explore that a little bit further outside of this book, like just exploring the mythos of Pan, the fawn, and as well as my actual zodiac sign. Like, I haven't done a lot of zodiac work or astrology work, so it might be a time for me to do so. And that brings me to my card that I pulled to go with the Faery Craft book. This, I've told you guys before, I'm using the Fairy Wisdom deck by Amy Brown. Funny that I pulled this card because it's the fire element card. Let's see if I can get it to, there it goes. And because she talks so much about the elements in chapter 2, I figured this card is perfect. Now in here, as I said before, the book gives you things that you're supposed to do, and I'm supposed to set a goal. And I actually really liked the chant that was in this book, and I think I'm going to use it in my goal. The chant is, I wake with happy anticipation at the beginning of each day. I retire each night to the anticipation of another day. Nothing is too good to be true. My desires in life are directed by divinity, so be it. And this card specifically talks about passion in the things that you love. Not passion in like a romantic level, but passion, like fiery passion for something you truly enjoy doing and finding that. And I have found that. So my goal is going to be, because I set up my fairy altar, which I'm so happy about, but my goal that the fairies want me to set up is, the goal that I'm choosing is to spend 7 minutes. This is a big one for me. 7 minutes meditating at my fairy altar at least once a week. So I'm going to try doing that. It's going to be hard for me, and I know that 7 minutes is a really long time, and I have a really difficult time with even 3 to 5 minutes, but I feel like the more that I do it, the more it'll be worth it. So Fairy Zodiac for episode 1, chapter 2 in the Faery Craft, as well as my fairy goal. And I look forward to telling you guys all about the contemplation, the elements, and the rest of this chapter at the end of November, or at the end of the month, all right? If you're following along, you can tell me in the comments how it's going for you. Don't worry if you're not doing this at the exact same time as me. It's perfect. It'll be fine. Whenever you are seeing this, just start it whenever you are ready, all right? You guys have a fantastic day.